Alright, good morning everyone. It's your boy Cinco here, and today we're going to climb our way to Diamond Rank. Well, let's begin. I don't think I've streamed over the weekends in a while, so I think this is the first time in like forever, I guess. Let's check the mission. Let's check the missions. I have like a bunch I could like to cash in for my gemmies. Let's see, 580, not so much. I already spent my gemmies just buying a new dual pass. And maybe we can just like click that at the very end, but let's just get to it. I know I've been just going on a grind spree for like ranked, so I just need 4 more so I can level up. I've been using like Marincess due to the fact that Rip totally awesome. Rest in peace. I mean, in the next couple weeks or so. So for now, I want to enjoy my time using him in my Marincess deck. So let's get to it. Now I'm going first. Good thing about Marincess is that it's a go like a 1-card starter. So for instance, I can see this. Nope, nothing to stop me. And then now I can just go into Blue Slug, which will allow me to get Horsey back. And that's the thing, though. I know I've been playing a lot more Sky Striker due to the fact that Linkage came out, but after the whole ban list regarding Toads hit, I'm going to switch up, play both. Special summon Horsey, and then let's get Angel. And then you see, this is usually the choke point for Marincess. Wait, I think I can go for it. So here we can just get ourselves a Blue Angel. I'm not Blue Angel, Blue Tang. Which will allow me to dump. Dump Mandarin. And here we can get ourselves Shark. I know I would like to try to go for the excavation effect with Blue Tang if I use her as a link material, but nah, I think I'll go for Toad. And let's get ourselves an enemy. That way we can just go for a Blue Tang. And after that, we can just go into Coral Triangle. So that way we can search out Marincess Wave. Nope, I don't need to. And I can add back ourselves a Blue Tang. Not before Blue Tang's ability kicks in. Oh, I already had myself a Marincess Wave. It's pointless. Since I already have a Marincess Wave, I can just pretty much go into an enemy. Or not an enemy, I mean an Argonaut. So ultimately, I ended up having a Totally Awesome and an Argonaut for negating purposes. And that's my first turn. I mean, I could just go into basically Crystal Heart to make sure like my Argonaut's immune, but they could just tribute it. I think the safer play was just getting Emergency Wave. And I have a blue tank too. Oh, rip. I can't react to that. So, okay, it's just only totally awesome. I still have an Argonaut to negate. Why would he do that? And let's get ourselves in an enemy. Let's get ourselves in an enemy. I think that's one. I think he probably knows. He probably has something in mind. Okay, so let's go special summon. I can't. Nope. Engage Toad. Can't react. I don't know how everyone else has been. Yesterday I spent time with my family. Well, we were into like our aunts and uncles' places, and we just we had vegetarian food, and we spent time. We just like played card games. Like I think it was like blackjack. And what the heck was that? Nope. Can't do anything. Yeah, I just played blackjack, and I was just just witnessing them playing, and I decided just to watch. I wasn't interested. It was just like too many people. What? Oh, that's right. He used. Never mind. He's Vishuda to bounce it. I mean, at least I got the summon from an Argonaut. Nope, I can't tribute. So he can use Baron the Floor just to pop. Well, here's the good thing. I could just chain Ash. See if he's gonna take the bait. Then I can just chain the Ghost Ogre. Well, it is the year of the rabbit after all, so having Ghoster is not a bad thing. Now he can just add one 10-yi from his deck to hand. At least you can't just add yourself like a Mo-yi, then that would have been bad. Wait, never mind. Am I reading this wrong? Oh, never mind, he can. Oops. So he just banish and just give himself a token. I don't think it's a woulda, coulda, shoulda, in which like I just set my merch this way because the purpose is to use it from the hand if I have like a Link 3. I know in terms of like ranked, like Sword Soul is pretty up there with Math Mechs, and I guess Despia is like tier 2. Let's get a dump. So pretty much here, can you just go for a double attack? I mean, he could use Draco Berserker to banish one of them, but my effect still goes off. Yep. Toad's effect kicks in. And I will choose... Let's choose Pascalis. So I have a 1 and 2 in my hand. Sack again. And let's add to my hand a Marincess Dive. Okay, I need a... I think I can figure this out. Like, first things first, I can just use my triangle from the grave. So let's get an enemy, and we can get ourselves a blue slug. I'm not done yet, because I can just go for Pascalis, then Blue Tang. Unless he negates. So, which will allow me to dump. It's tempting. He has to pick one. I could just go all in, or go all out. I mean, and we can dump ourselves a Sleepy Maiden, and then uses an enemy's effect. Let's bring back. Do I want a Mandarin? Or do I want Seahorse? Get Seahorse. You probably negate it. Which doesn't really matter. Okay, no. He's gonna wait. This is fine, because I could just get myself an Argonaut. Nah, I don't think I need to do that yet. I can just get an enemy into Marbled Rock. Because I could just use my Marincess Wave. Wombo combo. And I will target my... Let's target Sleepy Maiden. I think Mandarin I just put in the grave. This should be over at this point. There's like so much value. And then I can just go into like Argonaut. Let's add it back to my hand. Yeah, not happening. This game, like, so much value. Too much recycling with Marincess. Forgot how fun this deck is. I know when I first started playing the deck, I didn't know how the combos worked, but you know, I guess after a lot of practice, it feels, you know, natural. Okay, 1 second. Oh hey Varen, what's up? How's the grind? I'm doing pretty good. Did you just catch me winning with Marincess? I mean, for me, it's just that it's been really like it's pretty fun. I forgot how much the deck was in terms of this like 1-card combos and all that. Yeah, I was dominating, and as well as the fact that I wanted to play with Sky Strikers initially because of linkage, but with like you seen the ban list, right, with Toad? Like whip our boy Toad. So I'm gonna, as a tribute, I switched off from using Rescue Rabbit because it was just like, oh, you know, today for Lunar New Year, it's the year of the rabbit, so I wanted to temporarily switch to Toad. and get to play him as much as possible. So in tribute of him, I would say. How have you been, my man? How's your weekend? For me, I would just say, yeah, yesterday I went to like a relative's place. And just like we just had some like vegetarian food and they just played some blackjack, which is pretty fun. And then later on, we just got like some late night like burgers at the end because I guess the vegetarian food we had at our relative's place wasn't, satisfying. So there's that. Uh have how's the theme how has the theme chronicle been for you? Or have you been playing it? Is he? You had a good one yesterday. You went to your buddy's house and you had a dual night TCG style. Nice. And and how was it? Was it like pretty casual or just like, oh, you used like was it just tier limits? Because for me, I I would say that I had a dual night with my friends before, in which we had like battle packs in which I decided to spend like about $300 to buy the booster packs for the battle packs because they're so hard to find. I think it was like 300 or like 250. I forgot. It was really expensive, and I wanted to do that because it was around the time that Kazuki Takahashi, the creator of Yu-Gi-Oh, he passed away. So I wanted to do something as like a tribute to him, like, no pun intended. So it was just really fun. I kind of missed like those battle pack drafts. And that's the thing. They came out like what, 10 years ago? In which they stopped making them anymore. I remember they only did like what, maybe 3 of them. So like hopefully like in the future they could just like bring them back. That'd be pretty cool. Okay, here, let's see. Let's get a coral triangle. Is he? You say that, you brought Brandon a 2-5 people for Sword Soul? Jeez. I mean, I guess like TCG, like, whatever you have fun with, man. I don't think I would like be able to pull that off, if I'm gonna be honest. In terms of just like playing like hardcore, just like TCG style decks against my friends, because I'm personally like a semi-casual, but my friends they are super casual. They're like pretty like at least like during the fusion era, if you know what I mean. So what was the score? Did you win? You said you think you were like, okay, you were one of the more competitive people. I mean, that's DC. I mean, that's fair. I mean, I understand that's the passion people have when it comes to like, with Yu-Gi-Oh, that you can play any way you want. I guess for me is that I play like at least with my brothers, we played more competitively, but with other people, they're like, I guess, the more casual. Like I would say that like a story of mine and such. When I was in middle school, I I brought like my Yu-Gi-Oh cards, like the Blackwing deck, and I thought like, oh, I was gonna like dominate against like me and my friends who I just met, like, but they were playing like I'm not kidding. They had like a rule in which, okay, if there are no cards in your hand, you get to draw 5 out of nowhere. And I was like the only tryhard person there, given the fact that I had like the sleeves and like the deck box. And how my friends, they had carried their decks. They just used like rubber bands back then, because I guess where I came from have like affording deck boxes and sleeves were not like a luxury that I had back then. I guess I was quote unquote like privileged in that time. Yeah. Oh, you said you went like three. You said like you 3-0'd them was mostly for fun. You didn't decide. Oh, and that's the thing though. If you want to get really try hardy into it, you would just like side deck. And I just know that side decking was just like, it was just kind of annoying. At least when I played, given the fact that like, okay, I thought I could get away with my, you know, my BS. Let's at least for example with Black Ones, right? I would just swarm. But later on, my opponent, when I went to like regionals, they would just use like Consecrated Light and just lock me out. And I was like, well, rip. I can't just like terrorize, you know, the board or just the duels I usually do. So how's the like the theme? I don't know if I actually used this before. Like, do you play much of the Theme Chronicle or no? Okay. Jeez. A maxi to boot too. Well, we all know full well I'm not gonna give him that. It's so lame. I really wish I could just go like pop off, but no, it's way too scary. I'm not gonna let him get any extra draws. I think he got the like at least with the Max C against Marinces, they can get like 5-7 draws. I'm not taking that chance. You see, you didn't do much theme Chronicle. You might try to. Oh, for sure. I would say that I already finished the theme Chronicle. Are you kidding? No, he just drew a branded fusion. Well, yeah, it doesn't matter. I have like an Imperm in a Marintis wave. Why am I like complaining? Branded fusion, like I said, it's brain dead fusion. I mean, it doesn't matter. He's just gonna use his Lubellion to. Yeah, that's not happening, buddy. I was gonna say that for the Theme Chronicle, I already completed it in terms of I already got the title because I already got myself 22,000 medals, and I was initially just doing it just to get the gemmies. It was just like you know moving the goalpost from one place to another. I was gonna say, oh hey. I was going to be like, okay, I'm going to get 16,000 medals, in which I can get 300 gemmies, and then later on, I have to get like what 18,000 or 20,000 for the Bigfoot icon, and then like I already made it this far. Why does I just go all the way in? Go just even further beyond. So that's what I did with the Theme Chronicle, and I used like my Chas Princeton deck. I pretty much used a like ABC, no, XYZ Dragon Cannon / what? Like Arm Dragon and Ojama deck. It was really fun. And what I mean by that is I didn't get to like play against the overall tryhard meta stuff we would see in ladder, like Despia and let's say like Mathmex, Marincess, Sky Strikers, whatever. But to be fair, they didn't completely eradicate those decks necessarily. And what I mean by that is, okay, you still like Master Konami did manage to like hit them. Well, they didn't kill off the decks completely. They managed to hit all the major like support cards, I guess. So, like, for example, with Sky Striker, you're allowed to have Rose as well as Hayate, but you're not allowed to have, like, Shizuku and, let's say, like, with, I guess, Kagari and Rei. And here, okay, we can start cooking here. I can make sure everyone's immune. And I was gonna say this though. No, no. I was gonna say this. Yeah, sorry. I was got a little sidetracked. I was getting too into it. I was gonna say that like the event was kind of like, ugh. And what I mean by that is, I've been just mostly playing against like Crusadia, and some Orcus. Surprisingly, what was it? I would say surprisingly, like the loner decks they gave you through this event are pretty good. They give you Bee Trooper, Orcust, as well as Pirate. So they're not all bad. I get this attack. And he can use his Albert. You can't do much. I think I pretty much got the lock on him because I already have my Crystal Heart. Everyone's immune. I mean, the only thing he could use is maybe starting Venom Fusion Dragon, but nope, that's not gonna work. Nope, I'm gonna negate that. Let's get an enemy. And it's he has no way out against this. Again, I have an Ash Blossom, so even if he gets his branded fusion, I'm still good. It's quit. GG's. So Varum, you're still here. That I would say, what deck are you gonna try to use? Because Despia is like out of like, you know, I'm pretty sure I didn't look at. I remember I looked at the ban list once, but I'm pretty sure they hit like the majority of the main cards for Despia. I'd be surprised if you could try to make it work. Yeah, let's get Seahorse. And now let's just go Blue Slug. So yeah, again, rinse and repeat. And then I can just get Angel and just pop off. Gotta love the one card combos. So here we can just. Oh yeah, that's the. Yep, that's true. That's the choke point. But fortunately, I have a called by. Here we go. And let's add to our hand. Yep, let's get Battle Ocean. So here I could just. I have multiple ways to set up. No, I can just go for an enemy. I think it's a safer combo. And then, in which case, I can just go into, like, what? Battle Ocean? Here we go. And instant, we can get ourselves a Marincis Wave. Just off one card. Not before an enemy kicks in, which I can just add back my Seahorse. Mathematic's got nothing on this deck. And what's really cool is that since the enemies can be equipped in this sense in the graveyard, I can just add more. There's so much plussing with this deck. I have a Gamma just in case. And even if he manages to just, just destroys my triangle or gets over it, I could just use my anemone to add back my seahorse to hand. I'm actually... I can't react to that. Unfortunate. But not before my anemone kicks in. At least I still have my hand traps. Pitch. Yep, that's not happening. No stars for you. Okay. That was the right decision. And I have a duster too. Get out of here. I am on a roll. One more and I rank up. Who knows, maybe I should just use this deck just to carry my way to the top. Just one more win. Who am I going to play? Runix? Mathmex? Despia? Going, not a bad hand going second. Who knows? What if it's a Sky Striker player based on the sleeves? And I know recently they I read the latest chapter of Sky Striker. They're episode 10, which is really impressive. I have a feeling there's not really much they can do in terms of story. Because I'm really impressed that they already made it to a single volume. I thought it was going to end with after let's say a short. But they that archetype never ceases to impress me in terms of popularity. I can't do anything. I don't think I have a Nibiru in my deck. I'm gonna Ash that. I'm not gonna let you do more summoning from the deck. That's... And he has his called by. Jeez. I'm not really worried because I have 2 imperms in my hand. You can just go for Chisao. But I have an imperm waiting, so nothing to worry about. Just drop it. Which done yet? Because I can just blue tang and just pop off. Oh no. He's gonna go into... He's gonna go search for Lan Yun. Oh, what if he messed up? What if I just put imperm right here? Never mind. Maybe I should just imperms in the middle every time. Just in case if my opponent, you know, forgets. I have another Emperor. Nah, you're not gonna let you. I mean, it doesn't really matter what I try to set up. He's just gonna negate with Chi Zhao. So I could try a bait. He's just gonna wait until I get like Battle Ocean or just like on my Angel. So this is gonna be tough. Because he would probably got into his Emancipator. Okay, let's go into Blue Tang. Let me see if you can dump. And here, I can just go into Blue Slug. Because I think he's going to negate here. And then I can just drop my mining. Okay, let me excavate. Yes. So I can just discard it with mining. Okay, at this point, the choke point is going to be my Battle Ocean. So let's get Angel. Got a response? No? I'm pretty surprised. Okay, maybe he's trying to wait for... Well, let's play it here. Let's play it just in case. Maybe I could still pump its attack points. Let's go into an enemy. Then Battle Ocean. You can't, nope, you can't react to that. And now I could just attack. You can't do anything. Well, he could still use Cheese as effect on my enemy, so I won't be able to like use it. I mean, even though he does that, I could still just go into, let's say, Coral Triangle. Okay, I can still go to main phase 2. Let's pitch. Let's get ourselves into Spring Girl. So here, maybe... oh, man. I think I messed up. I could just use Spring Girl just to ram it. That's fine. Because I can just use Spring Girl to banish. And then I can just go into... Let's see. Well, I can go into Splash Mage. Or just... If I use Splash Mage, I could just bring back a Coral Enemy. But I don't have a way to bounce. So I think it's better if I just do this. Decisions. Well, I can get myself another enemy. Now let's go into like Coral Triangle. And then this is an enemy's effect. Let's get Blue Tang. And now before Spring Girl, her effect kicks in. So here we get an enemy, Angel, as well as Blue Slug. And then I use Triangle, Dump, Pitch. I could have just summoned Spring Girl and attack his Monk. Now he gets like a free bounce. Yeah, I misplayed. Now I'm gonna waste my Marines this wave. At least it's immune. I mean, you can't really touch my triangle. What else can you go for? He already used Vishuda banishing effect once, so I'm safe in that department. Normal summon. Oh, I don't know if I could have just called by. I'm dropping a bunch of stuff. What's he gonna add now? Let's let it happen. So bad. Now I'm gonna get punished super hard now. Jeez. Let's go pitch. Okay, he can go into like Baron to floor and attack. Or just pop my Battle Ocean and I'm wide open. You see. Or I just go to Cheng Ying. Jeez. And I can't banish because I've called that's I think he had the perfect counter. Because if I attacked his monk, he wouldn't have been able to get it. And then he would have summoned Taya, and I could just negate. Well, never mind. It didn't really matter as too much. What's he gonna target? Oh, I banished it, so he gets a free banish. Hopefully he messes up and just goes for, let's say, this Coral Triangle something else. Who's he gonna banish? He's not dumb enough. He's gonna go after my Battle Ocean. Unless he goes after my enemy to make sure I don't get anything. Nope, he's smart. And just gonna attack. Okay, an enemy. I can still add back my blue tang. So here's, yep, game. Then you see I try to play that out. I could have attacked. You want to be a little shooter. He probably would have just been able to. That's fine. I was okay. I just need 2 more wins. It's okay. So you go first, second? Nope. Let's go first. Alright, at least I can get myself a seahorsey. Okay, let's go ourselves into blue. Yep, rinse and repeat. Wombo combo. Again, even if it doesn't negate, I have Unmerciless Dive, so I'm safe, and I have a Maxi and Ash to boot too. So I could just like go off without any worries. I'm not done yet too. That's the best part. Because I could just go into a Battle Ocean and then dive. Let's take a dive. So let's dump. And I can send you to the dump you. And we can Mandarin. Here I can do this. I can go into an enemy. One. And 2. Let's do that. And I'll use an enemy's ability. I'll bring back Horsey. And at this point, I have another option. Let's go into, you know what? Why not? Let's go into Crystal Heart. Nope. And then everyone's immune, so I can get to Argonaut. Which will allow her to be pretty much impervious. Good dive. And I have a called by 2 I can set. And another one. Good. Right here, if it's used as a material. You can see here. You can send 104. I'm going to Ash that. Not gonna let you dump. I'm gonna wait for the other one. Yeah, now that's that was the fake out, and that's the bait. Get this? That's 2 down. How many more spells does he have? Oh, okay. Just give me the draw power. I haven't seen Emancipator in a while. I guess it's due to the fact that Math Mech has just been dominating. And I drew a Nibiru just in case. I'm pretty sure he knows my Arga is impervious. Assuming that, like, my opponent doesn't read. Oh, no out. One more win. Ah. Okay, I have a Kaiju and a Lightning Storm. So going second works on my feet. And I have a Ghost Ogre too. Mandarin Seahorse. What should I do? I hope it's not Philanderies. Oh, dinos. Ah. I would say my experience and like listening in terms of dinosaurs is that I never seen Jurassic Park before. I know it's one of those classic movies that people watch, but I just never haven't. I think like one of these days I should just, if I have nothing else to do, I just watch it, maybe with friends or family. And other things like dinosaurs too. I'd say that I remember there's this one show called Dinosaur King. It was like on like 4Kids, or I guess it was either 4Kids or two not. No, it was definitely 4Kids. Yeah, I remember watching like some of it on like Saturday like mornings shit when I was little. And the thing, I just remember the opening was just like really like catchy. And I guess it's just like the show is just based on what, just dinosaurs and just battling each other. I mean, I'm just throwing it out there. I'm pretty sure that hopefully this was the choke point. Okay, no, this is search. Okay, never mind. He can just target. Wait, never mind. Wait. What? No, tell me I wasted my like Ghost Ogre. I didn't understand what just happened. Like I was saying, in terms of just like dinosaurs, I would say the ones that I know, it would just be like, you know, T-Rex, maybe like, you know, like Rex Raptor. He played like a dinosaur deck, which is cool against like Joey Wheeler, as well as other things. What other things there are dinosaurs I know? And there was like a pterodactyl that I know of, and I remembered like pterodactyl. I thought it was like it was spelled with a T. Apparently, it was it's spelled with a P, and the P silent. So that was interesting, like knowing when I was growing up. And other characters, the dinosaurs, besides this Rex Raptor from like Yu-Gi-Oh, there was also like Hasselberry from like Yu-Gi-Oh GX. He like ran like a pure like dinosaur deck, and then later on like season 3 we were introduced to like Jim. He used like a fossil deck too. So I guess it was like the destined matchup between Hasselberry and Jim. You have like pure dinosaurs versus like fossils. And I will say, so it's scrap dinosaurs. This is my opponent's playing. And the fact is that dinosaurs itself, they can fly. They're pretty much extinct. They're like ginormous. I can imagine if like dinosaurs were like alive in today's era and they didn't go extinct. We might be living under like dino tyranny. Or it's like everyone, or maybe the humans would be extinct because like we would have no way to combat them. Well, never mind. I take that back. Let's say maybe I just had like the cartoon brain in terms of like how, okay, our military just shoots like bullets as well as rockets at it, and it's like impervious to those things. Unless I maybe think of kaiju. Oh, there it is. Good thing I have a kaiju, and maybe this is a good chance for my opponent to quit. He thinks I can't break his board. That's cute. That's it. Tribute you. Have fun with a Gamma Soul. Oh, he had a Maxi as a precaution. Shoot. But good thing I have a Lightning Storm. I'll say I might as well shoot. I'll set and I'll pass. The Maxi's actually like deterring me. And at least I have an imperm. So I can feel safe. Of course he hadn't had a Maxi. I was just going to go off on him. With my cute little Marincesses. You see. I mean, is this going to attack? Or you can just link. Target one monster you control, destroy it. It's just an additional normal summon. Discards destroyed by a card effect. So you can just add a... Okay. Well, thank you. Okay, good. I think I made the right decision not just to go all in. Not like I could... Well, since he probably has an Nibiru, I would have to play it relatively safe. So that means I can just dump... Who do I want to dump? Let's dump Sleepy Maiden. And here, let's use Blue Slug. And I can target my Blue Tang. Get it back. Who knows, maybe I can just get into a Sea Angel. Well, not Sea Angel, like Spring Girl. Failed. Get Hugh. And then let's go into Angel. An angel will allow me to search out. Let's get Battle Ocean. Yep, 1-card combo. Here we come. And let's get ourselves an enemy. I think it's a lot safer to go for like just a wave. Which will allow me to get Mandarin. And then we'll just play Battle Ocean. And then here's Triangle. So we get Battle Ocean, and then an enemy. An enemy, let's add back our Seahorsey. Oh, I could have went for Sea Angels for an extender. Nah, that's fine. Because I could just dump for Marincess Wave. And I can just go for an attack. Because I could have just went for that, and then... Nah, it doesn't matter. I still have Marincess Wave. And an Imperium. I should be fine. I mean, if I had like my Argonaut, that would have been negated immediately. Got pop. You see here, you can send. Oh, that's why you can send this card from hand during your main. It's unaffected by card effects. You can banish special summon a dinosaur. Let me read it carefully then. It was another. This is unaffected by. Was it during your... Oh, I can't even negate it either. It's right here. So that makes a lot more sense. I hope I don't regret not getting my... What was it? Argonaut, because that would have been like a nice negate right off the bat. Come on, negate. Yep, it still goes off. I am pretty sure everyone's immune though. Like, you know, my triangle should be immune. Please tell me I didn't mess up. Again, I had debates whether or not to go for, like, an Argonaut, because I... Hey, Snake, what's up, man? How have you been? How have you been enjoying the Theme Chronicle? What's up with you, man? What is it? You got some nice replays for me with your new account and new deck. You've been good? Oh, no, I'd be down to check out your, like, you know, some replays. And you said you got like a new account. I mean, you gotta be careful, man. I remember didn't like Master Duel or Konami in the beginning say they were gonna crack down people who are trying to like make new accounts? No, I'm not like. Don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to snitch or anything. I was just wondering. And here's the thing, though. This card's so annoying. it's only dinosaur monsters that are not affected. But with a code talker, when your opponent activates a card, you contribute 1 monster. So here he could just go for instant trade. In that case, I could just bring back, like... I can bring back my Marinsys Wave. Oh wait, never mind. He has a code talker. And I can't imperm that. Okay, he's gonna... How many XC... Well, he only has... No, he has plenty of ammo in it. So after this, he could just pop my Battle Ocean. You can strip me of everything. Do you want Marines? Well, I'll get myself... Does he have a quick effect? Yeah, I'm getting... Shoot. So here, you can destroy 1 monster in the field, and then change... Well, during the main phase, you can just... I'll get Horsey. It's fine. And a Called by the Boo. Jeez, not gonna let me have anything. Let me see. If you want, wait, you're saying that if they want to make a new account, you're just your gen don't make it like $80 for only 4,950 gems when most decks only need like 700, 900. You're true. Oh, that's right. My Marinsys Wave didn't go off. Those are just like, dude, I'm a little disappointed in myself because I was still 50-50 and whether or not I could have just... I didn't target my Sleepy Maiden with an enemy's effect, which I could have added back and just summoned it and just like linked off with my Coral Triangle as well as like my Maiden to go into Argonaut. And then I just at least, you know, like a layer of protection in terms of, okay, just to negate his spell, but that was so bad. Okay, so yeah, Snake. What do you think? Your idea is like that, okay, for sure. And then you say, let's see, the mats and the cards, like 11,000 gemmies to like with what average luck to make a competitive deck. And I would say this though. For like Master Duel, like I know it's like a case of what? Let me see. Woulda, coulda, shoulda. But in the beginning, if I knew, or in terms of just maybe waited a week or maybe a couple of weeks to see like how like the gemmies worked and not waste them, I could have made myself like a Sky Striker deck or a, let's say, like a Tri-Brigade deck. That would have been like great. And those decks were fun too, and they still hold up. And even an Eldritch deck too, but I don't like Eldritch. Like I refuse to play that deck. Okay. All right, Snake. You're saying that like they even get no, they have been getting better with the events though in terms of this like banning cards, and I would say the Event Chronicle has been. I think it's been okay. Oh, so just join like a duel. What? Do you get my friend request or follower now? Or just do either join a room. Get profile. Let's go to replays. So I guess this one. And I was gonna say that it's just the Theme Chronicle. They did a good job removing most of the the key core engine of all the meta decks, like say Sky Striker. They got rid of Rei, Kagari, Shizuku, but overall, it's been annoying because all I've been playing is just Orcust and Crusadia, which is just like, ugh. I would say that my favorite event by far would be the Link Festival event because I use Marincess, as well as the fact that the deck has been like it's extremely like diverse. Like there are like 7 decks that you could potentially just win in the event, which I really like. I don't like it in which like, it's only just like the same 2 decks. That's why with the Duelist Cup when it first happened, it was just Flaunderies and Eldritch, which is like not fun, not cool. And you're saying that if you've seen Reasoning get used 3 times in one turn. No, I have not seen Reasoning. And that's the thing I like about how these old school cards work. Because, like, this is before, like, the Konami figured out the concept of, like, a hard, like, once per turn. Because back then, cards, you could just, like, go off and keep using them without any limitations. And he's freaking, like, Reasoning. And I was say for the ban list itself, I know that they semi-hit Grass is Greener, but I'm surprised Reasoning didn't get hit because people keep just abusing it. And it's making it like once per turn. Imagine if Nibiru was not once per turn. Okay, so you got yourself a unicorn. So you're playing like a furry deck. I mean, like a fur hire deck. I'm seeing you just don't. You're just going through the Max C challenge, and you just want. Hey, you can get your opponent just keep drawing cards. It doesn't matter if like as long as you get to OTK them. That was nice and short to the point, like Snake. Oh, you negated Nip. Oh, yeah, that's right. Like, my bad. I guess that everything was just happening so fast. I forgot about that. Um, do you want to duel or no? I'm down for like just to duel, or unless you just want me to like try to get to diamond first. Cause was it Yi? Were Yi? Because surprisingly, fur hires actually have a negate. Do you think that like fur hires could be like tier 1, or nah, there's too many flaws with the deck? Oh, just give you a sec. I'm just loading. You just load into the match. Oh no. I'm gonna go to, like to bathroom then. If that's the case, I'll be right back. Let me pull it up. Give me a moment. All right. I am back. Hopefully I didn't take too long. Are you still playing Snake or no? Like in your, are you still in like the middle of a game? Because while I'm gonna be honest. Well, I not only just took a nice bathroom break, but I also, just opened myself up to like a slice of like leftover birthday cake for like someone I know. Like I have like a bunch of decks I can. So, oh, you just need a crafted card right now. Well, sure. Okay, so for me, like, what deck do you want me to play? I have like a bunch of decks. I mean, I think you already know. If in case you don't know, I main Sky Strikers, Marincess, Sword Soul, and Numerons. And I only use like Numerons to, like just to cheese my way through like the ladder. Once I get to like a certain point within ladder, I will switch over to like my actual like try hard ranked decks. And the thing is that I have been pretty sad get to the due to the fact that totally with the new ban list. I don't know what you make of it, right? Like totally awesome's hit because I thought like, wait, this is so random. Why? Because I understand like Union Carrier getting hit because of, was it Buster Lock, but with totally awesome, I didn't know why it got hit because I guess that Sprite's coming out. That's why I learned later on. Sprite, they're making preparation for Sprite coming to Master Duel. So and I heard that's gonna be like crazy. And the only deck I ran like total, I would say you run totally awesome would be like Paleozoics and Marincess. Because who else am I gonna get use Shark? Like Bahamut Shark, I mean. But I know that's more of a like a rhetorical question because I kind of already knew like what I'm gonna use instead of instead of totally awesome. I found like a replacement, which I could just I'll probably show later on when the ban list happens. You see? You're saying you're okay. So we can get to the duel room, and you think okay, I'm just gonna use my Marincess deck for sure. And hitting totally for Sprite, even though it's not coming out in a few months. I don't even know because people are already saying they're speculating that they're making waves for both Sprite and tier limits. You said I just use Abyss Dweller instead of Shark. I mean, I could still experiment, but I just like having the Shark, because I actually found like a decent substitute for Toad. Substitute. And the thing with Abyss Dweller is that it's only, I think maybe it's Abyss Dweller if I'm confident I can set up an OTK, like a or just like a general lock. Imagine if Abyss Dweller was not, instead of 1800, it was like let's say 2200. Have like a decent like a good attack stat line. So Snake, do you want me to just like create a room, or do you have like a? Are you? I can send you an invite. I can just send you an invite then. So let's do that. And while I'm waiting, hope you don't mind me just enjoying like my leftover cake. In case you're wondering what kind of cake it is, it's a burnt almond, which is really yummy. I will say that in terms of cakes, I prefer more of like a Baskin Robbins like mint chip ice cream cake. Oh, I forgot. Let me shoot, I have to leave. I need to like fix my deck and change it. Yeah, let's select you. Oh, the cake sounds good, so you don't mind. I was just gonna say that. Do you mind me eat like chewing my cake, or I could just eat myself? Up to you, because I like to be generally considerate with my audience. Is that like I don't think they want to hear whenever I try to eat dinner or like lunch. I try to mute myself whenever possible, so I don't have to be. You don't hear me like that. So up to you. Do you want me to like try to like mute myself as much as possible when I'm eating, or even drinking too? That's good to hear. I just wanted to get your opinion on that. Yeah, I'm glad like my audience understands because I know that I guess for me I'm super focused on this viewer retention, right? I guess for like me, I should drink a lot more water than I should because it's really important to stay hydrated. But I'm afraid that I would just have to like go to like the bathroom too often, and I would just lose like the viewers because in my opinion, I'm afraid that like they would just go just go somewhere else afterwards. But I'm glad that I have well, like my followers and audience will understand where I'm coming from. And it isn't also important to take stretches too. I know that for like streamers, I think an underrated aspect is that they don't go out get whenever they get up, they don't like do some like stretches here and there. Because I don't think it's good for you to sit in like your chair for like in one spot. It's like for a while. Oh jeez, this is. I will say that this hand is really this hand's really doo doo. I mean, like I know you're not like popping off right now, but I'm not popping off either. I'm just letting you know, Snake. It's pretty bad for my hand. And the thing about Marincess is that I think it's like one card starters. I really wish. Yep, you're right, Snake. The chain blocking is. I'm not gonna tell you what's in my hand, and I hope you're well. I hope you're not stream sniping me. That's what I assume whenever I play with against like my viewers or followers, right? I just generally hope they don't stream snipe me when we play. But it's just, man, I really wish I had like a max C. I would have been able to get like at least maybe 5 draws at this point. And hope like 5 draws into like a Nibiru. I want to see what's your big board. Was it full go? The animation seems dope. You get special summon. What are you gonna go for now? Yeah, you're right. I will say that this chain blocking is getting kind of annoying. I know like not a lot of people don't really know this, but I think chain block is one of those like what? Maybe it's slightly advanced things like tactics or like tips to know in competitive Yu-Gi-Oh, because you can at least know when to prevent your opponent from trying to like use their hand traps against you. All right, let's try again. Like I'm telling you, my hand was just absolute garbo. I had like an Ash Blossom and I had a Ghost Ogre, and I was about to Ghost Ogre your big monster. No. Wait. I was gonna say Ghost Ogre your big monster, but unfortunately, you were clever enough to, let's say, just to chain block me. Yeah, my brick was just straight up like garbo. Okay, that's a lot better. Okay, let me cook. I don't know what you're. Let me cook some nice, crab or lobster. Yummy. I don't like in terms of seafood, Snake. What do you prefer? Because I think, again, I generally just like seafood a lot. It's really delicious. And especially if you have like, salt. I have like salt, pepper, lemon, even butter mixed in. Like, delicious. I know that there's like I know people who can't eat, was it seafood, which is really unfortunate. I know people who have allergic reaction to it, which is really unfortunate. They actually have to like have an epic, like bring like an EpiPen or just like a little neat like shot to take in case they accidentally like eat it, and because they could get like an allergic reaction, like die from it. Because I'm pretty grateful I don't have like allergic reactions. I remember back in, well, let's say like in middle school, the doctors that diagnosed me, I think they thought I was like allergic to chocolate. Cause I don't, and I couldn't eat like chocolate for a while. Because that's what I thought, which is really lame. I'll tell you that. Yep, let's get an enemy. And too bad, like, the Drolock bird. Yeah, let's equip. And let's equip again. Well, here's the thing. I can't. Well, the dumb bird is preventing me from just searching out Emergence's Wave, so I'm pretty much wide open for you, buddy. And instead, like like what other seafoods there? Like how to be like lobster? I didn't know for a time like lobster. Why is it so expensive? Is it because it's just like soup simply delicious, or there's like not that much lobster compared to, let's say, like crab or any other seafood? Maybe I'm assuming like why, like other foods like steak too. Like why is steak so god dang expensive, as well as lobster? Is it because people pay more for it, or I guess is this like the low, or maybe it's just like the typical like Econ 101? Oh, like the lower, like they have in stock, the more people like pay for it, I guess. There we go. Like a little ash blossom right there. I don't know what's your thoughts, like Snake. They're like again like when in ranked you get to see like the same 8 cards. You get your 3 ashes, your 3 maxis, and 2 like call buys. I know there are people debating whether or not like okay, can we just please ban it, or at least like hit like any of the hand traps? Because I know in TTG, like call buys at 1. Your hand's Garbo. I don't know what to tell you, buddy, but I'm just gonna go ham. I will pitch, and I'm gonna get myself a wave. Don't feel too bad, because I can just do this now. Let's attack you. And guess what? I will just get myself a little angel. Which will allow me to search out. Oh, you don't I don't need wave yet? Oh, thanks for the heads up. Thanks for the tip. Because I could just go into you get an Argonaut. I want to make sure that you have no, like, you know, spell or trap shenanigans. Let's go. Get our anemone. Triangle, as well as sluggers. And I will pass. I will say I misplayed. I think I could have gone for like a better setup than that. I'll tell you like I'll tell you why later. Well, I can just tell you now. Because the fact that I could have just like selected my Spring Girl instead of my Sea Horse and then dive for Pascalis and boom. I could have got myself a shark and a totally awesome. That's fine. I mean, that's the thing, like, I haven't played this deck in a while. So it's just, like, taking time for me to, like, you know, familiarize myself. And let's just go for game. I don't, like, normally... I don't want to try to take too long to, like, score style points, especially against one of my viewers, because I don't want to, like, you know, waste their time and my time. Unless you don't mind me just going for style points in BM. I mean, how do you feel about that, Snake? Do you usually like to, you know, maybe it's because like I played Hearthstone too. I like to go for like the maximum amount of BM. Cause I'm like a troll. You say you have triple lightning, storm, and feather duster you can't get. Ha. That's hilarious. Just imagine you just... Oh, you're Maxi. Thank you, Ash Blossom. I'm going to be shocked, like, one of these days that, let's say, Master Duel manages to, like, oh, hit semi-limit or limit. Let's say, what is it? Ash Blossom. Because due to the fact that you need, like, hand traps to keep, like, you know, the combo decks in check. Alright? No, that was my Battle Ocean. But that's okay, because I can just get myself a Spring Girl. And here... Well... Here's the thing. I could just get myself a splash mage. Wait, you say W game getting rid of a Battle Ocean, you think that's a W? I mean, that's the thing, though. Getting rid of Battle Ocean, I will say this. When I was playing, like, the Link Festival event, the moment I saw like, Cosmic Cyclones get rid of Battle Ocean, I thought it was this, well, Ripperino. Because Battle Ocean is just, it's the crux of the deck. And I will say for, like, Marincess, I can give you, like, a tip, Snake, that, like, the choke point would be either just a, like, negating, like, an enemy, or, oh, was it? Or a Sea Angel, because they try to search for their, or your opponent. They try their darnest to try to search for their Battle Ocean, because, you know, that's, like, the, again, the key, the crux of the deck. It's like the pump and setup, like, for Argonaut. Which is why I'm going to add back my Battle Ocean. And play it. And, well, the good thing is that, like, you know, I have a bunch of, like, options to, like, bring back my Battle Ocean. You would have to just, like, banish it through, like, a Cyclone or something else. You know, just to get rid of it. Yep, let me get the draw power. I know that Marincess has, like, another Link 4, but unfortunately that Link 4, it just sucks. And the thing that's unfortunate is, like, I kind of like the design of the the Marincess Link 4. And that's the thing I kind of hate, right? I hate how, like, there are certain archetypes or just cards in general. I'm not going to let you get that reasoning off, buddy. Unless you have another one, then I'll be like... But... You know what I mean, right, Snake? There are cards that, like, have super cool designs, but their effects are just, like, it just sucks. Ah! Give me another Ash. Oh, man, let's see. Let's do 3. I tried. I mean, there's no way I'm going to pick 8. What are the odds? Okay, let me see what I can get myself. Oh. You know what? Screw it. Wait, hold on. Alright, I'm gonna go for it. Let's YOLO. You're gonna get a lot of draws, my friend. And I hope you don't open up with a Nibiru, because that's gonna suck. One, 2. Yep, let's get a Spring Girl. Oh, let me read our card's effect. It says, your opponent activates the monster effect, you can discard one for high. Oh, you know what? On second thought, I'm just going to let you have a Kaiju. I hope you don't top deck it. I hope not. If you top, yeah, it's pretty much like, maybe see if Lady Luck is on my side. Let's get ourselves a Battle Ocean. And here we go. Let's go for an enemy. Nope, I don't need to use it yet. And I'm going to target myself. Let's get Spring Girl. And I'm not done yet. Because I could just banish myself a Angel. Well, I think I have to prepare for Nibiru. And I have a perfect way out against it. Okay, let me dump. So let's get ourselves an Argonaut. I mean, if I could try to OTK you, that'd be dope. What do I want to add back? I'll add myself a dive. Maybe I could. At least I could try to deck you out. But I don't think that's gonna be possible. Well, we'll see. I'm gonna try my darnest. Unless you have like a Gores. Come on. Just let me go for the. Just let me go for it. And let's go for. Let's go for Tang. You know what? I'm just gonna bounce back my Kaiju. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna get an OTK. You've been spared this time, Snake. Alright, let's see how hard of a punish I'm gonna get through. Let's see how much cards you got for Maxi. You drew 11 cards. But good. Nope, I have my Argonaut. No way. Wait, and the good thing is that I could still get out my Anemone. I thought it was I wouldn't be able to get out my... what is it? I thought I was going to miss my chance getting back my... Let's see, was that one card? Yeah, my Bubble Reef. I hope I don't regret it. Like, hopefully, like, let's say, do your worst. I'm prepared for it. And that's the thing that Marin says. I don't think I could have set up like an OTK without like risk of you getting out something like a Nibiru. Let's go 4. Yep, called it. All skill, right? Oh, shoot. Alright, get out of here. Come on. Go away. Yes. Popped. Okay. I hope you just don't go for the OTK. I think I can survive. I will survive. Alright, speaking of which, let me put a song. Give me a moment. Yep, there it is. Shoot. Okay. Yeah, I think you might have got the OTK. Baguska. So what you gonna do now? I don't know if I could survive this. Number 97. Okay, I think this is over. Number 100. Was it detached? It gains equal to a number of rank. Jeez. You got Snake. Nope, you weren't kidding. I was gonna get punished for that. I thought the Nibiru was just gonna do it. Are you down to play another one or nah? Well, like, how many are you up for, Snake? That was just so... I don't know if anyone else is down to, like, duel me. That's just hilarious. I thought I was going to survive that. You gotta love Max C, right? It's... Okay, you're down to this... What, you have 0 cards in your hand? And it's just, like, card of sanctity. Instead of drawing, like, this, like, 6 cards, you just draw, like, double that. That's just so bad. You're down for like 3 more and play Overwatch with your friends. Cool. Well, good thing I have a called by. And that's the thing that what sucks about Marincess, right? It's just like it's so much special summoning to get your setup, but you have to like risk max C. Or you might just play. You could always play out into it, but you don't have like enough of a board to like withstand it. It's like the risk versus the reward's not worth it. Have you played Gundam Evolution, Snake? Because I know that it's pretty much like again, it's like Overwatch, but only with like Gundam characters. I used to play with my friends a lot with it because the game came out, and that's how one of the reasons why I got into Gundam, like, you know, the Gunpla, the action, like, you know, the figurines and building them, and the series itself. And I really wanted, was it Gundam Evolution to like, or just got to like take off, but I guess it kind of just like slowly died off, which is sad. And the thing about me with like Overwatch is that I used to play it back when it came out, but I guess I didn't really get into it, or it was just I just stopped. Let's get sluggers. Yeah, let's go for this. Let's go Spring Girl. Let's get my setup. Okay, let me mill. Okay, now now it's gonna make sure you can't break my board. So let's get back our blue tang. Yes. I'll pass Sereno. Okay, hopefully I hope I'm safe. Okay, that's one negate down. Yes, it's one down. I hope you draw into a brick. I don't want you to break my board. What happened? Wait, why didn't it work? Oh, that's right. Yeah, yeah, I had to mute. It's not a snake. It was just like a family member of mine. Okay. You know what I'm really disappointed at on? It's just like Max C, because I thought called by was just my opponent's side. I sometimes forget it's something like imperm, right? That I just like lock myself or negate myself, like facepalm, like forgot. How often does that happen to you? Okay, what you're at yourself. Please don't OTK me. Shoot. Yes. I think you just realized that you could only attack my Argonaut, right? And that's the thing with my opponents, right? I kind of like the fact that they don't... Even me, I'm guilty of this too. I don't read carefully. And I just, like, get trapped. Where do you get a hit? No! My Battle Ocean. Was it? Hey Vitaka, what's up? How have you been? Welcome to the stream. Have you been enjoying like Master Duel? Like Theme Chronicle? What's up? You tell me about yourself. Oh no, you got. Ah, here we go again. Ah, God, jeez. Okay. I gotta play this out carefully. I don't want you to get as the draw power. Let me see. Do you read this carefully? If this controls. So here, I guess, right. Well, I gotta bounce this. I don't know if I'm able to go for the OTK snake. I think I'm just gonna go. Well, I'm just gonna play it safe. I'm way too scared. I don't want to give you like a ton of draws for Max C. It's not worth it. I'm too scared. I'm not gonna commit. I don't want to like let you draw into the Nibiru. What's up? You've been enjoying it lately, Vitaka, but you've been kind of poor after crafting too much. No, don't worry about it. Cause did you play Master Duel when it first came out? Or no? Cause I played Master Duel from the get-go, and I know you had like your 3 like starter decks. You get to choose between like the Blue Eyes Fusion, you get like the Junk Synchro, as well as like the Link Coder deck. But here's the thing that I chose the Blue Eyes Fusion deck because I have a Blue Eyes Fusion deck myself and I love Blue Eyes. But the fact is that, what was it? The Blue Eyes, the vanilla Blue Eyes White Dragons, they were so, I was gonna say this, they were so expensive. Like a normal Blue Eyes is an ultra rare. Like what the heck? And not to mention that I had to go craft like the extra cards as well as alternative dragons, as well as melodies and like and etc. too. So I had to burn through like so much of like UR, and even despite the fact that in Master Duel in the beginning they gave you so like a good amount of like gemmies to play with. And I was gonna say that, you know, it was just really fun to see like casual players and, you know, normal play, you know, hard, I would say competitive players get into it. And the new players are like, oh boy, I can't wait to play, like, use my Blue Eyes and Dark Magician deck. And like, and they think it's just like, remember, this is like the boomer, like 2005, early 2000s mindset. And they're like, what the heck? What's a Dark Magical Circle? What's an alternative dragon? And this isn't the Yu-Gi-Oh! I'm like the old school Yu-Gi-Oh! The slow paced game I used to know. And which is really fun. And unfortunately, it kind of dipped in, was it in viewer count? Not viewer, just like player count on Steam. Okay, so you're playing on Edo Pro. Nice. What's my main deck? I run like 4 decks. So I run Marincess, Sword Soul, and Sky Striker. And Numerons. And Numerons, I wouldn't really consider it like a main because it's just like a good way for me to cheese my way through the ladder so I can grind for gemmies. So recently I was playing a lot of Sky Striker. I would say one of my favorites is Sky Striker, given the fact that Linkage came out recently, and I've been trying to play a lot of Sky Striker because of that. But I don't know what your thoughts on. I already heard about the new ban list that came out recently, which is going to be implemented in a couple of weeks. In which, okay, Union Carrier and Totally Awesome is going to get hit. So Totally Awesome, like, I was surprised that it got hit because I didn't know why. Because the only decks I could think of would be like Marincess, as well as Paleozoics. But I guess they're like hitting it in preparation for Sprite coming out. And I'm kind of sad that, like, you know, Totally Awesome right here, right? Hey, we got the mate as well. I guess, right? Because Totally Awesome's not gone, I mean. Yeah. No, I know, like, for Shark, Bahamut Shark, I usually go into it so I can get Totally Awesome. But I've been, like, you know, searching around to see if there's any good, like, alternatives for Shark, for me using Shark and getting into it in a rank 3 XCs. So I have one alternative, you know, in mind, which I will just probably, like, I could just show or just bring out later. And what else is here with, And I know if in case you're wondering, right? This year is like Lunar New Year, right? It is like the year of the rabbit. So I was using like the rescue rabbit mate for good luck, right? Because like I said before, for like the rabbit. But with Totally Awesome being like gone soon, I wanted to like pay a tribute and just like use Totally Awesome for now, and then later on I'll probably switch back to like the rescue rabbit for like good vibes, good luck. And speaking of like Rescue Rabbit, I don't know if you guys saw like they were like selling plushies for like Rescue Rabbit on like Comic-Con, and they're raffling them out. And individually on the market, it's like 400 to 600 like in price range, and it's so cute too. Jeez, Snake, GG's man, dude. Again, I'm so salty that you managed to get yourself a Maxi. You're just deterring me, okay? I'm scared. Do you think I should have committed? Because again, if I maybe have known that you don't have like a Nibiru, I could just like go all in and perhaps just try to OTK you. You said that that was actually your last duel. You got food. All right, for sure, man. Snake, thanks for stopping by, and I'm gonna be streaming tomorrow because it's like Monkey Mondays, so there's that. Oh, and Vitaka, right? Hey, if you want to like, if you're down to duel, I'm up for it. And oh yeah, no, for sure, you can join too. And if you would like to, like leave me a follow and on Twitch, that'd be cool, as well as follow me on like join my Discord, join my follow me on Twitter and YouTube. I would appreciate it. And I stream from like Monday through Friday for like 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. On weekends, it varies. It's not usually like a consistent schedule on the weekends, given the fact that I'm could be like hang out with friends or even family. But I will just like I do like leave a notification in my on my Discord to see if I'm streaming or not. Oh, show the room details? Sure. Let me disband. Okay, let's create a room. And let's see the room details. Here you go. What did you say, Snake? You say if you saw it there or not. If you look at the replay for the last duel, your Link 3 made you draw 3 cards. Jeez. Volko is just a solid Link 3 that says if you destroy a card on the field, draw 1 card. And if you have 3 first with your names, draw 2. I guess it's like your old, like the fur version of like the Chimera. So those are my room details, Vitaka. Let me know if you're ready. Yeah, 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 Snake. It's insane the amount. No, you're not the only. I kind of underestimated that deck. I thought it was just like, oh, it's just like another, just like a rogue furry deck. What am I supposed to worry about? But nope. You managed to like break it through like a few cards, and like, jeez. It's once per turn. It's not just on summon. And here's the thing I really like about our duel. You managed to like pop the Battle Ocean. A lot of people generally don't know, but like because they always assume that okay, like any of my Marincess links that are summoned through using Crystal Heart, it's just impervious to anything. The only thing you can try to get rid of it is through like a Kaiju or a Lava Golem. But what they don't know is that you need Battle Ocean on the field in order for it to get its ability to be impervious. You're in. What's your Master Duel name? Is it Vitaka or is it Leon 35? Okay. So it's this one. Okay, for sure. So, well, get your game on, buddy. Yeah, I see you. And I was gonna say that for like the icons, I like your Magic Cylinder one. I was considering getting it, but for the longest time, I like my my Link frame icon that I won from the Link Festival. But then I switched over to getting like the Sky Striker, was it Hexagon icon? It glows, and I like Sky Strikers too. And I feel like this year is like the year of the Sky Strikers in terms of like the amount of support we're getting. Like let's say Kagari's back at 2, and with linkage out, and then we're getting like more support for because of like the manga that's just released. You're not playing your main? No, don't worry about it. I mean, we're just having some some casual fun. I mean, instead of like, me using my Marinces, I could have just used like another deck too if you want. Something that's not too like what, tryhardy. What is he? What are you gonna add? I'm going to do this. I'm not gonna allow you to add my buddy. I mean, you can add your Red Eyes card. What you gonna get? Whew. Love the Sky Striker sleeves. And I think like Sky Striker, it's like the only sleeves that can just have an animation that goes from, okay, you go from Ray and to Kagari. I kind of regret not dropping my Maxi earlier. Unless they already have an Ash, then it would have been in vain. But the moment you summoned your Black Metal Dragon, I knew I should have just done it. I didn't know you were just gonna commit. So how much mileage do you think like I can get off Maxi? Because I'm already like I missed out on like two cards to draw. Erratic. Okay. Okay, you just ended your turn. But don't worry if you don't think you can win or not. Again, this is just like, fun, casual, just a matchup. And I will say that I don't know if you played like the, what was it? The Theme Chronicle? It was just meant for just, okay, instead of just playing like, the typical Despia, Runic, or Mathmex, you can like possibly try like semi-casual decks like, okay, Blue Eyes, Sharp Magician, Red Eyes, Buster Blader, Gaia. What you gonna do? I have to deal with your erratic. So we can attack you. What you gonna do? Response? Okay, cool. And I can go a replay. And you know what? I think I can just go into... I can just pop off, hopefully. So let's say here... let's go into a... Let's go into Sea Angel. Okay, hope... Yep, let me pop off now. Oh, that's gonna hurt my Maxi. And let's just go into... Let's get Battle Ocean. So that way we can just go into our anemone. I want to get myself a nice little setup before I end my turn. Yeah, let's get ourselves a blue tang. And let me dump. I'll go get blue slug because I haven't used her yet. You say I should pop off. You open with 2 Tracer and a Charger in your dead hand. Okay, if that's what you wish. I can get back a... Now I get myself another blue tang. Let's go. Let's freaking go. I can... And then I can just add blue tang back. And let's get Coral Triangle. I'm going to make sure I'm going to have like the perfect setup. I'm going to see, it'll be a challenge for you, Vitaka, if you can break it. So I can add to my hand Horsey. Oh, you think, what's it? By looking at it, you probably think it's Dragon Link, but I think I'll be wrong. Okay, for sure. I would like you to surprise me. And here, I'm going to pitch. So I can get a Marincis wave. And now let's get ourselves an Argonaut. Oh, well, I will say, Vikata, like, again, if you would like, you know, we can just, like, if you want to duel more in the future, you can leave me a follow on Twitch, and you can follow me on my other platforms if you haven't done so. I would appreciate. I mean, again, you don't have to, but I try my best to, you know, try to build up my following. I did start streaming Master Duel, or just start streaming in general when I was, like, was it last year in July? So I'm doing my darnest to like becoming like one, you know, the best streamer. Like, dude, like my dream of becoming a variety streamer. I know that Yu-Gi-Oh! And just like what other card games like Hearthstone are like somewhat of my start, but later on I would like to branch out and become, you know, try to be one of the big variety streamers or creators, you know. It's only I currently work like a 9-to-5 job, mainly. Yeah, Argonauts once per turn, Vitaka. I will say that I work a 9-to-5 job, and again, right, this is more of on like the side, and whenever like I try to stream whenever I can, like after work. I usually start streaming like from like 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. like Pacific Standard Time. So I know that a lot of people do this like a full-time job, but I don't think I'm in that position yet. If I do manage to break it, I can just like quit for like my full-time job and do this, pursue like my streaming career and content creation full-time, which would be awesome. Like, you know, like living the dream. What time is it for me right now? It's 12:23 p.m. Pacific Standard Time right now. How about you? And I'm from like America, in case you know, anyone's wondering. North America, to be precise, not South, like South America. I want to make that distinction. Yep, and we can get Mandarin. I think I can just go pop off at this point. Let's go. You're saying it's 10:23 p.m. for you? For sure. Now let's dump. Let's get Pascalis. And guess what? I can special summon my Horsey. And then use Argonaut to bounce my Horsey. Thanks for the follow, Vitaka. I was hoping that I was... Do you like my my follower notification? It's Chas Princeton. One of the best anime characters in history. Next to Seto Kaiba. Or just like... Not just in Yu-Gi-Oh! But as a whole. And in case you guys are wondering... I have been using like the Chas Princeton deck in my theme in the Theme Chronicle event, displaying like Armed Dragon, like XYZ Dragon Cannon, and as well as Ojamas. Okay, we can play one more. Do you want me to keep my Marinsys deck, or do you want me to use a different deck? Because I have like a bunch of decks I can play, but if you want me to use Marinsys, I'm fine with it. The choice is yours. I like to do my best to please my my viewers and audience. Doesn't matter? Okay, I'll give you another shot. Let's just play it. I usually just like playing Marinsys. It's like one of the, you know, viable waifu decks, I'd say. That and like Sky Striker. And even Live Twin to a degree too. And I wanted to make a Live Twin, but it's so expensive to make. I don't know how you guys feel about how, you know, people generally don't like to use like specific like monster sleeves because it could be like potentially just like a dead giveaway in which like the deck, a giveaway to your opponent what deck you're running. Your hand's not bad or great. All right, then if that's the case, then I can just pop off. So I can set up my board. Okay. Yep. I just love it that I get the bonus effect to search with Blue Tang. I was gonna say that, what was it? You should also join the Discord too to get more notifications like Vitaka and anyone else who's watching too. Because I know that when I try to ask people to stuff, leave me a follow if you guys wanted to, you know, continue supporting me or watching me. I appreciate it. But I guess, like, just for maximum, like, you know, awareness. Taking my... Okay, what do I want? I can try to go for an unbreakable board. Yeah, let's go for that. You say you use the Sky Striker sleeves to trick people because they're good at looking. No, I love the Sky Striker sleeves. They're awesome. You know, open up with Ash for Maxi. No, I feel it. It's one of the pains of like in Master Duel. Okay, let's do this. Yeah, I'm feeling it. Let's get an enemy. And let's get ourselves a Blue Tang. You have 3 Ash, 3 Maxi, and 1 Impermanent. Ha! But don't worry, I'm just gonna milk the fact that you can't just, like, severely punish me. That's what I like. Like, please don't open up with any hand traps so I could just pop off. I mean, I hope that you don't like run an Nibiru in your deck. That's what I'm worried about. So he do this. And perfect. I got my setup. So he can get an Argonaut. Okay, Battle Ocean? Yes. And then an enemy. And what do I want back in my hand? I think I'll... Let's get a Seahorsey. I need more cards just to make sure that I can just probably bounce. Oh yeah. Are you watching Chainsaw Man, Vitaka, or no? Because I know I enjoyed it. I know a lot of people have been just complaining about, oh, just the CGI involved. Like, I know, like, there's different comparisons could be from the manga to the anime. But Chainsaw Man's been pretty fun. It's really, like, just... It's just, like, wacky, comedic, and a lot of action. And very unique compared to other, like, shonens. I haven't read, like, I haven't caught up with the manga yet. I prefer just waiting until it's all done with the anime. I mean, if there's like a song you want me to play, just like put the title in. I haven't like adjusted the Nightbot in terms of just like you putting your links in what songs you want. So if anyone's down. Well, if that's the case. Okay, if everything the chat saw, hold on. Since we're on the topic of Chainsaw Man, let's go with some OST. And what you gonna do against my Argonaut? I know. What you gonna add? Oh, you got yourself a chain block. That's cute. Striker. It's kind of funny, right? You have the Sky Striker sleeves, but this Striker is not like a Striker ace. So, how are you going to break the... I want to see how we can break this board. If anyone's down to... you know, duel me after, like, by all means, you can follow me, and not just on Twitch, but also leave a comment in the chat, and you can, like, you know, send me, like, a friend request. So what can you go for? You can go for, like... wait, you're asking if Argonaut's unaffected by something? I mean, yeah, I don't know. Do you want me to answer that? Because if I give you the answer, right, that like it's gonna give away my plan. Unless, like, you know what, it's casual. I'll just let you. I'll tell you. It's unaffected because due to Crystal Heart. Crystal Heart's ability is that if I use this as a, you know, as a material, right? Like, as you can read here. Right here. Battle Ocean's effect, right? When Link's summoning a Marincess using Crystal Heart as a material, it's unaffected by your opponent's card effects. So, nope. You can't... The only way you can out it is pretty much like a Kaiju. Or if you have a way to, like... You get rid of my Battle Ocean. That's another thing. I know a lot of people don't know that. Let me see. There's let me play something else. I'm curious how you're gonna find a way to break this. You can still like run it over through pure attack, but here's the thing. I have an Argonaut that allow me to, like, once per turn negate a spell or trap. It's unaffected by card effects, and the only way you can do is run it over. Which is, I'm pretty much safe in that department, given the fact that it's 4,300. This is what, like, an Egyptian god card should be, when, let's say, when like Obelisk, Lifer, and Raw came out, they should have had like it's unaffected by like card effects, like in the show. But again, that would be way too broken. At least with Obelisk, when it first came out, I remember like in the Shonen Jump magazine, it was like in middle school. It was like you can't target with card like spell, trap, or monster effects, and you contribute 2 monsters just to nuke the board. So it was almost as accurate in the like the anime, like the real life effect. Yeah, if you talk about how often do you play against Marincess? Because I know that, you know, recently it's just like, at least in the ladder, it's just Runix, Despia. Was it Runic, Despia, Mathmex, Sky Strikers? So a lot of people forget about like Marincess. You one time in your life for sure, and I don't mind. No, I don't mind just like telling you how the matchup is. I could just like fill you in how what are the choke points. You know what? I'm gonna negate that. And I'll say that for Marincess, I can teach you the matchup in terms of like what's the choke point in which to drop your Imperm, your Ash, or your Veiler. So I don't like continue just to set up my board. Like for instance, you would usually like to save your Ash Blossoms or Imperm and Veiler against like Sea Angel. Because Sea Angel is the way for me to get into Battle Ocean. And you don't want me to get Battle Ocean because this is like the key card. And I know a lot of people, when Marincess came out, they would, like, at least for the Link Festival event, they would run Cosmic Cyclones. Just to make sure to get, like, banish the Battle Ocean. Not destroy, banish. Because I'll have a lot of cards from Marincess that allow me just to recycle Battle Ocean. So they want to make sure that I just don't get that card back at all. But I prepare in which, like, I run 2 Battle Oceans instead of 1 as a backup. As well as it's easier to search, like, through Blue Tang's ability, in which I can excavate and just search for it as well. Axis Code Talker. Okay. Oh, I don't know if I'm going to regret that. Oh, I'm gonna use Spring Girl, I would say. I have so many options, so many things to go for. So, for instance, I can get myself a Rock. Let's go. Which will allow me to use an enemy's effect to get back my Battle Ocean. I'm gonna see if I can go for an OTK. And thankfully, I have myself a Pascalis. Thank you, Battle Ocean. Oh, and I'm not done yet, because I only use Marbled Rock. I would like to add back to my... Let me see what I have in my extra deck. Oh, I have another one. Let's bring back Blue Tang. And then here, I can just get myself another Argonaut. Which is great. I know, I was considering running like 1 or 2. Like 1, but you know, 2 is great as a backup. Oh, my Battle Ocean. Nah, whatever. Because I can get myself these 3. And here, I could just do this. Then Argonaut, I can special summon Seahorsey, and then just bounce your card back. And then, boom, shaka laka laka. Like that comeback? Pretty good. Yes, Queen, slay. Queen of the Ocean right here. Do you have like any other shows besides Chainsaw Man you're watching in Vitaka or no? Are you more of like just you watch whatever, or you keep up with like seasonal shows? You say how much you would use your DD Crow top deck. Oh, and I will say, like, speaking of this, like, banishing, are you excited for, you know, like, bestials coming out for Master Duel? And not just that, but, like, Sprite or like, tier limits? Because the only thing that I personally would just look forward to would just be tier limits and the Dark World support. Like, I would like to, you know, use, like, the Dark World fusions. Okay, so you watched a lot. I know that like aside from Chainsaw Man, Spy X Family is good, and I haven't read the manga, but I watched the anime. I have caught up. You're done? You opened no Dragon Maids and a Dragon Maid? How is that even possible? I know for Morensis, the worst case I can brick on is just, okay, just open up with just hand traps and just like straight up board removal. No, because Morensis consists of just like 1 card combo. That's all I need. Hey, Art the Clown fan, thanks for the follow. I appreciate it. That's hilarious. No Dragon Maids in a Dragon Maid deck. And oh, speaking of Dragon Maid, I don't know if you or anyone else watched like Kobayashi's Dragon Maid. I get that's from what I heard. The Dragon Maid archetype is just based on like that series. It could be like a coincidence that's the case, but that's what people are speculating where the show came from. And that's also a really fun fun show too, especially in the opening. You see. Okay, so you're gonna check your deck. Thanks for. All right, let me know when you're done. I can just leave. If anyone else wants to duel too. I mean, I would say this: if somehow Konami Master Duel attained the rights to the song, just imagine like whenever you duel, like you play a Dragon Maid deck or use this, or your opponent uses it, this song should just be playing every time. That or the second opening. So while, oh, you're just editing the video, in the room. Okay, for sure. Let me go back. Yeah, just join back, man. I will say that for this, like for Dragon Maid, I've only watched the first season of it. I never watched the second season of it, and that's the thing with a lot of shows I watch. Is just that I watched the first season, and then after like maybe a couple of years later, there's like a second season of it, and I just don't have the urge just to watch the second season unless it's a show I really want. But I would say 10 out of times, I generally don't like pursue watching like after the first season of a show. All right, let me know when you're ready. Well, I'm just gonna be eating like my cake, like one of my leftover birthday cakes. And if in case you guys are wondering about the cake itself, it's like burnt almond, which is really delicious. If you guys have a chance to like go to your bakery and get some like burnt almond cake, uh, I don't know if anyone likes almond or just like like a custard texture with your cakes. But for me, I like Baskin Robbins, like ice cream cakes and ice cream cakes in general, right? You get the best of both worlds. You get ice cream and cake. Like whoever thought of that concept? Okay. Okay. Hopefully you don't you have no hand traps, no maxis, no ashes, no veilers, so I could just. I guess I spoke too soon. Oh wait, I have a cross out. I don't know what your guys' thoughts on like crossout itself, because I know there are debates whether or not to run it or not, but it's pretty much like a third call by for me, in which that like I know I can hit like imperm, which has come in super clutch at times. Your hand's full of traps. Get out of here. Okay, that's the first wave. Your hand is this full of hand traps? Okay, let's see how much can you throw at me. Come on. Show it. Bring it on. Wait, if it's full of hand... Okay, I don't know what your hand is, but... Oh, now I'm scared. You might have an Nibiru. That's the worst thing up with, like, more incest. Like, it's either, like, the risk of maxing and getting your opponent, like, 10 cards in their hand, or just Nibiru in general. Okay. In that case... Well, with no max C, I still have to worry about like how much I summon. Maybe it'll drop the Nibiru, who knows? Like I think I can play through it. Let's freaking go. Okay, don't negate Sea Angel, please. Hey, Art the Clown fan, what's up? Thanks for following me and welcome to the stream. I'm just doing some, you know, some that was it viewer slash like follower duels. If you want to like jump in after, like I'm down for it. Oh, and another thing too is that I'm planning on I'm heading out at like in about the next 17 or 20 minutes or so, because me and my family are planning on getting hot. Like was it tofu soup? If anyone's like had it before, just some nice Korean food. I would say when it comes to like Korean food, I like KBBQ and tofu soup. And I have actually went to Korea like last year. It was really fun. I would recommend you guys going to like Korea if you guys have the chance. Oh man, this is so annoying. You don't give me my battle ocean, really? Jeez. Okay, how am I gonna play this out? Let's get Splash Mage. You know, I always have like a backup. That's the thing about Marinsis. There are so many ways to you can play the deck. And Art the Clown fan, how are you enjoying Master Duel as a whole, or like have you played the Theme Chronicle? Because for me, it's just the Theme Chronicle. I've been just using like the XYZ Dragon Cannon, Armed Dragon, like Ojama deck, which Chas Princeton uses. You see, you have like 7 hand traps and 9 small dragons, and none of them all do is. No, you monster! Rip. You have the DD Crow. Now I'm wide open. You say you enjoy it as the fan of the anime? Oh, cool. Which Yu-Gi-Oh series have you watched? Because I've personally watched the first 3 series, like Yu-Gi-Oh, Yu-Gi-Oh GX, and Yu-Gi-Oh 5Ds, and I watched some Zexal. I think I dropped it after like about 20 episodes. I kind of miss it, honestly. And I was to say that I kind of miss, like, I think the peak was just the first 3 series, because they had a more of like a teen, mature designs. I didn't really like dig the when they devolve into like the kiddie designs with regards to Zexal and moving forward. And I would just say that Yu-Gi-Oh and Yu-Gi-Oh GX, I would say like GX by far is like the most popular of them all, because pretty much like, let's say Yu-Gi-Oh plus Scooby-Doo, as well as, or maybe this like Persona 4, if anyone's played that. When you say you're OG, but you still enjoy the other spin-offs, yeah, I would say like Yu-Gi-Oh and Yu-Gi-Oh GX. GX is good too, because it's they also reference a lot of the OG too. Like you get to see like Yugi, Kaiba reference in their decks as well. And I watched Yu-Gi-Oh and Yu-Gi-Oh GX both in the English dub too. I know when people talk about the whole like subbing and dubbing debate, Yu-Gi-Oh and you know, with regards to like the localization and censorship and what things they changed, the voice acting for the most part was pretty spot on. Like you have to agree. Yeah, get your game on, come out better, play your cards right. It goes hard. You're right. Let's get Blue Slug. Oh yeah, yeah. Let me play that after. And let's get it back our Pascalis. You see, is there GX is the best opening? No, true, noms with me. And let's see what I can use to tear you apart. I can get myself an enemy. Yeah, let's go with an enemy. And so I can use an enemy, which I can get myself a. Oh man, yeah, I'll get myself a Splash Mage. Please. And now, what am I gonna get myself? Yeah, let's get myself a. Let's get myself an Argonaut. Let's go. What do you see? The final duel between like Jaden. Was it the best? Toss this. Top two's gotta learn hit miss. Tough times, hard climbs. We'll take them on together. Right now, let's go. Yu-Gi-Oh! Generation X. Get your gate. I'll pass. I think I might have misplayed. I was supposed to use like my Sleeping Maiden in the graveyard to equip it for Argonaut. That's fine. What's up? Oh wait, what's up, me? Oh yeah. My favorite card? I have so many favorite cards. I would say one of my favorite cards is Chaos Sorcerer. Because I would say that is like the face of, let's say, Chaos back in the day. Because like Light and Dark too, and the design of it as well. And the well is that you could special summon it without simply by removing one Light and Dark monster. As well as the fact that like it had a pretty strong effect. You can banish too. And it had a pretty good stat line, like 2300 attack. See? And when you say like sadly your Harpy deck couldn't use for the event, but the Trickstar was awesome to play with your like your favorite cards behind Harpies. I still remember Harpies when they first came out. Clown. In which, like, what was it? It was like Harpies, like Phoenix Formation. It was just cards from like the season, like the original anime that My Valentine used when she was had a Silvery Calcos. And then they introduced like Harpies, I think it's Chandler or Chandelier. How do I pronounce it? Oh, let's play the Yu-Gi-Oh! GX opening Japanese theme. And I will say that the final duel between like Jada and Yugi, we don't know who won. We probably think it got interrupted, but I have a feeling that Yugi won. And I really wish that season 4 never got an English dub, which I really would have liked, because I love Jaden's voice. Don't get me wrong, Jaden's Japanese voice is really cool, but the English one is like get your game on, and Jaden's like happy-go-lucky, lax attitude with the voice sounded perfect. Yu-Gi-Oh! GX, all right, and that's the thing though. You would have to sing the Yu-Gi-Oh! GX song whenever you're with your friends, right? You just want to be chilling out with the crew in the schoolyard. Alright? Oh, me. Oh, say, honest with me, do I watch any other anime? I mean, aside from, like, Yu-Gi-Oh! That I watch, I would say the, like, more mainstream or shonen animes. I watch Naruto, Dragon Ball. I've also watched, I watch seasonal, like, shows too, and I watched Chainsaw Man, Spy X Family, My Hero Academia, which I haven't caught up yet. I haven't watched the latest season yet. I'm planning on waiting until it's all done so I can just binge it with my family. So there's that. And like speaking of anime, I know that like recently like Anime Expo, right? They've already released their tickets, or like it's available for to buy, and from what I heard this year, they're not selling the premiere passes, which is really lame, because I went last year and I like spent like $500 to get a premiere pass, and I feel like it was worth it because I could get myself early access to the hotels, as well as get like an hour head start to the merch line, and also cut in panels, so I don't have to wait like maybe like 1 or 2 hours to like get into like the panel or event I want to. And I went there like the expo like 3 times. I went in 2017, 2019, and last year too. And it was last year I went with my friends, like after, obviously with the pandemic and all. Oh yeah, this is like one of the best openings for GX. Is he? You're like a fan of Sailor Moon and Black Clover 2? Oh, and the thing about a fun thing about me, like Clown, is that Sailor Moon, it's like according to my memory, it was like the very first anime that I got exposed to and watched. It wasn't Yu-Gi-Oh, by the way. It was, or Dragon Ball Z. I think it was Sailor Moon. I think it was like 4. And not just Sailor Moon. And then with Sailor Moon, obviously, like, I think it's fair to assume that everyone's gateway into anime was through like Toonami, Adult Swim, or let's say 4Kids too, like Yu-Gi-Oh, Pokemon, Dragon Ball, Naruto, Gundam, etc., or Cowboy Bebop. And the thing about Black Clover is that I heard it's really underrated. I heard people usually like to like, you know, like dismiss it because they view it as just like a very generic shonen, like nothing special about it. But the thing I like about Black Clover is that I like the openings too. Like I can play like the Black Clover opening 3 is really hype. So let's play. We can play that. Oh, now it's me. You like love Sailor Moon too? Have you watched the reboots of it? There's like Sailor Moon Crystal. Cause for me, I watched the first 3 seasons, and the 4th season they made it into like a movie on Netflix, and like they split into 2 parts, which I watched. And I know that the final, like, 5th season, they're gonna release it in, like, again, like in a movie. You see, you only watched the first season of the reboot, but not a fan. And that's the thing that I've heard, too, about the like, from what I've heard people complaining about is the reboot of Sailor Moon, like, the animation people generally did not like. And that's the thing with, like, the reboots nowadays. Like, I would say by far the best reboot we've gotten was, like, Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood and Fruits Baskets, in my opinion. Like, by far, like, they were, you know, faithful to the story or the source material, and it turned out, like, great. I remembered, like, watching... Fruits Basket is one of the first, like, few, like, non-mainstream animes I watched when I was like little, like stuff that wasn't on like Cartoon Network, I'd say. All right, or on 4Kids or whatever's on TV. And then I watched the original Fruits, like the early 2000s Fruits Basket, and then watched the reboot, and I got emotional, and I teared up like after finishing Fruits Basket, the reboot. It was amazing. Oh wait, you're so mad about how they ended the series? Which series you're talking about? I got a little sidetracked. Like, clown. What are you talking about? Let's get a Crystal Heart. And then here, I'm gonna make sure that I can just lock you down. And let's get a coral. And then let's get ourselves a horsey. No hand traps? Okay. Yeah, you had the... Wait. Oh, I never watched the... I stopped, like, for Black Clover. Oh, shoot. I messed up. Ugh, I didn't get Crystal Heart. No. So bad. I mean, that's fine. I can still make up for it. I mean, for Black Clover, I actually stopped like after like 70 episodes in, as well as the fact that, because I remember how I first got into it, a friend of mine, we did like anime contracts in which that, okay, I would make him watch like 12 episodes of a show, and he would make me watch 12 episodes of the show, and he would make me watch, what was it? Yeah, again, like Black Clover, like 12 episodes, and I may watch something else. And after that, I decided just to jump on ahead and watch more of it after. Okay, let's make sure that I have the proper setup. And I don't know, like, if Black Clover got better after, like, the 70 episodes. Because I don't even know how the manga, if it's still going on or did it end already. Was it? Hey, Six Silver Symbol, what's up? You grew up watching Sailor Moon? Nice. And the thing about Sailor Moon is that I honestly thought they were like in high school. I didn't know like the girls in Sailor Moon were like in middle school. I guess that they looked a lot, older than they appeared to be. Maybe it's something to do with just like, I don't know, in like Japanese culture, like in general, or how they portray their characters. Because I know like in JoJo, they have the characters, they look like they're supposed to be in their teens, but they look like freaking like in college. Okay, and oh, what do you say, Vikata? It's like it's not affected. No, it's not. No, you can still affect it because that I messed up. I didn't use Crystal Heart to summon as a material to summon Argonaut, so you can pretty much like use monster effects to affect it. Yeah, JoJo's peak. And here's the thing about like with JoJo too. I would say that I watched the first 6 parts of it. I know I kind of hate how like Netflix acquired the rights to the 6th part, and that like it dumped all of it in a one batch. And I know as much as I like to binge it, what really sucks is that like it kind of got drowned out, like the discussions, and people kind of forgot it just happened. That other shows like let's say Chainsaw Man or Spike, it's just like was more the focus because Crunchyroll, it's a lot more mainstream accessible compared to like Netflix. I mean, oh no, that's fine too. Like, Clown. I usually just like pick whatever I like to watch. I mean, what genres of anime do you like? Do you like more like shonen, like shoujo, like romance, comedy? Well, what are you into? You can go pop off. And I was gonna say this after this duel, I'm gonna like head out. Because I have somewhere to go after this. But I have enjoyed, talking and, and dueling with my viewers. Is it you watched Kakaguri on Netflix and you love that one a lot? Yeah, oh yeah, I heard about that. That's like the gambling anime too. I've heard good things about it. But for me, is that it's probably like the bottom of the barrel of shows I want to watch. I know for this season, there's like Tokyo Revengers and Vinland Saga Season 2 out. I'm planning on waiting until that's all done so I can just like binge it and watch it with my family. Same with like My Hero Academia too. And that's the thing though. Again, aside from this anime itself, I'm currently watching a show called You right now on Netflix. I don't know if anyone's watching that. If we're talking about this show's on Netflix, because I know that I've watched like Squid Games and then currently watching You right now, because a friend recommended it to me. Because I'm planning on traveling with him soon, and he want to like another friend's house, later on throughout the year. So I'm planning on at least catching up to at least the first season. And I'm enjoying it a lot. And not just like You I'm watching, I'm also watching it's not The Walking Dead, it's the Last of Us. Yeah, that's right. And I already just watched like the couple episodes of The Last of Us with my family. And it's looking a lot more promising than Walking Dead. Maybe it's just recency bias, but I'm enjoying the heck of it. And also, what was it? I also heard that Walking Dead's like quality kind of like declined throughout the seasons. I think that it's also wrapping up too, and so it's a good time that like The Last of Us came out. And I never played the games. I heard a couple things about it, but it's still enjoyable just to watch, to watch without playing the games. Obviously, if you play the games, you get like the references here and there. Same thing with other shows too, like on Netflix, like Arcane. I never played the League of Legends, but like the animation is beautiful, and I could still enjoy it without, obviously playing it. And about League too, I never really got. It looks fun. I never got into it. It just seems like it's not my thing. I'm more of like this, like a card game guy. And speaking of which, I know that for League they released their own card game, like Runeterra, which I really never got into. So I'm more of like Yu-Gi-Oh, Hearthstone, and Shadowverse. But I guess Yu-Gi-Oh's like my main game because I played it for like more than a decade. What do you see? Joe Goldberg is your type of dream guy? I mean, I will say this though, Joe Goldberg, he's very committed. I'll say that as a character. For anyone who hasn't watched like you, I don't want to like spoil, but I will say that he's very ambitious what he wants. And let's see about like, and that's the thing about with you too. I honestly thought you was like some like K drama, right? That's what I thought. I have nothing against, right? Because there are certain like K dramas that are really good, that there are like very tear jerking, and you get really invested, and it's really relatable too. But I thought you was like, oh, why you, not YOU, you know? Like, maybe like Korean or Chinese or some Asian show. It's just really funny to think about it. Oh, people keep talking about you. So what is this? Some sort of Asian show? Then I guess it's like it's on Netflix. And that's the thing though. With like shows like with Squid Games, and just like anime in general. I have a feeling that I don't know. It's just me, but like maybe like Western cartoons and Western like entertainment is slowly losing to like again like anime or just like K drama or just like Asian like shows in general. Like for instance, I don't know if anyone's watched Velma, the show that just came out recently. Apparently, it's just like an adult version of Scooby Doo, and I heard a lot of people didn't like it. They kind of took your childhood and it's just like, and they just smashed it. And here's what I'm talking. And a lot of people, there's a song I grew up with watching Scooby Doo. Okay, let me see if I can go. Let's give this a shot. This is the song I grew up. It's such a banger too. You know what? I'm not gonna let you get in the gate. You don't know the season 2 like Squid Games can keep up the season 1. Yeah, that's the thing though. I was really surprised. Like, what were they thinking? I thought like Squid Games was good off as it's like one season only, but I guess they're like riding on that hype train, and like the bar is set up extremely high. I don't know how they're able to like keep the same amount of like quality as like the first season. And then you're all right. Okay, time to set up my big board. I know the Squid Games too. I remember like my friend told me about it, Squid Games. But the thing is that I was kind of dismissing. I was like, oh, it's whatever, like about it. And then I heard there was like a lot of hype regarding it around it, and people talked about it on social media. And I was like, okay, so I gotta watch it with my family. I can't miss out. And let's get Shark. You refuse to watch Velma. Like, it destroyed the character's personality. And that's the thing, though. I'm curious on what other like childhood cartoons like we loved and grew up with that they are going to just like destroy. Okay, maybe do you think they'll make like an adult Kids Next Door, Ed and Eddie, Courage the Cowardly Dog? Let's listen. Maybe I should have stopped and not give them any more ideas. And the thing about Velma, right? It's like they just made her extremely unlikable, as well as everyone else. I mean, and that's the thing that reminds me, right? Like for like shows like Velma, they decided just to do like their own like what remake, or just bring it back with their and just add a spin on it. And it reminds me of like for instance for Disney, right? They decided to like have these like live action remakes, which people have really didn't ask for, and it's such like a people view it as like a lazy cash grab. So there's that, and speaking of which, like maybe I'm guilty and I'm kind of feeling it because I watched like live action Aladdin as well as like the Lion King, and I actually like the Aladdin one too, the one with Will Smith before like the slap incident with like him and Chris Rock. And here's the thing, though, too, right? The thing with me, maybe I'm biased with Aladdin because I like how musical and really funny and actiony it was. But with Lion King, it's just like a straight up carbon copy in which it was a soulless. I might as well just watch the original one. At least with the Aladdin one, it was more lively, I'd say. When you say you watch like Winnie the Pooh horror movie after Valentine's, you're excited, and then Peter Pan and then Bambi, nice. And speaking of like this Disney, I recently like watched The Little Mermaid, the original one, right? Because I don't know if like anyone's heard that like the live action like remake is coming out this year around May. So I never watched the original one, so I decided to watch it with my family. And the original one was really good, I would say. So I don't know if they're going to capture that same magic as in the live action as they did in the original one too. So let me play a song for like from the Little Mermaid. Little Mermaid. What is it? And hey, and it's perfect too, because I'm playing a Marinsis deck, so this works. Nope, I'm not gonna react to that. Under the Sea. I'm playing Marinsis. I have the Battle Ocean. You're excited for the live action Little Mermaid? I'm excited. Well, I'm excited too. Because I want to see like I know there's some controversy around it about like I think the actor herself, the actress playing like Ariel, but I don't care as long as she's good. That's all that matters to me, right? Maybe I would like to see her sing. I want to hear beautiful music. So I'm curious about like okay for the live action. What Little Mermaid? They're gonna have Sebastian the Crab, right? I hope so, because I remember watching the Mulan live action. They didn't have the dragon. What the heck? Why didn't they have Mushu? And it was just so bad too. But I watched it like at my a relative's place, my cousin's, and I'm glad that I didn't have Disney Plus, but I'm glad I didn't pay for that movie because it was just again it was just like soulless. Moosh. You saw the leak of the Haley Singh part of Your World and you got goosebumps. I didn't check the leak. I think I'll check that out. Then thanks for bringing it up. You say, oh, it's leaked on TikTok. Okay. And that's the thing about, with TikTok, too. I would say that with TikTok, I didn't really want get into TikTok as much, but I know, I have siblings. They would just, send me stuff on TikTok, so why not? I don't go out of my way just to, look at the recommended feed and just go down like the rabbit hole. It's just not me. I have other like platforms to like, you know, waste my time on, like Twitter. Okay. Okay, let me see if I can wrap this up. Come on. Yeah, I just didn't know that this duel is taking for long. I was supposed to leave like about like 15 minutes ago. My Twitter account. Oh, hey, me. Thanks for like checking out. My Twitter account it's in like my Twitch page. It should be the link should be provided. Okay, let me see. I need to find a way to get over you. I need to start cooking. Hopefully I can OTK you. It should be like if you... I think it's like Resh of Cinco. That's like my my Twitter like page. I think if you go click on my my profile, like in my Twitch page, you should see all my links provided. If anyone hasn't followed me, you can follow me. Like I'll leave a follow on Twitch, join me on Discord, my YouTube and Twitter account too. You said that like she's perfect for this role. You hate how people care so much about the color of someone's skin, and no, that's the thing though too. Again, like I generally don't care. I generally don't care. I'll watch it, right? If it's good, it's good. Like who cares? But I think the only thing you should care is that my fish friends are just gonna go directly against attack you. Wait, can I go for... Oh, I can't go for Axis. Do I have a game? No, let me see. Hold up. Let's go. Let's get Argonaut. Okay, let's get ourselves an Argonaut. And then I'll use Battle Ocean. And an enemy. And I will get myself a... Let's get ourselves a dive. Okay, here. Let's get back our dive. And let's just add back 1, 2, and let's get a 3. And then now I can use like my dive. Hopefully I can go for the OTK, please. Got a response? Please tell me you don't have an Ash. Oh, you have an Ash. No. That's... Let me see. Let's go into Pascalis. Again, hey, I have my dive, but unfortunately, I can't use it. I think I'm gonna get a little greedy. Let me see. I can try to go for the game. So let's do this. We can get Spring Girl. You can banish Horsey. And now let's just attack. Is this enough? Yeah, and we got game. Sweet. Oh, GDs. And that's it. And that's a wrap for me. And, alright. Yeah, thank you so much for everyone who's been watching. I really appreciate it. I'm going to continue streaming tomorrow from 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. like Pacific Standard Time. And let's follow someone too before we leave. If you haven't already followed me, you can leave a like or follow on my Twitch page, and there you will see like my other platforms like Twitter, YouTube, and Discord. You guys can all join. And you see me tomorrow? Oh yeah, for sure. Let's raid someone. Let's raid King Maid. How that? Send him some love, everyone. Let's go raid him. And I'll go leave in 3, 2, 1. Let's raid now. Okay, I'm gonna end it now.